What's up, YouTube? So last night, the Golden State Warriors had a major win over the Los Angeles Clippers, and they debuted DeMarcus Cousins. So DeMarcus Cousins got 14 points, 6 boards, and 3 assists, which is a pretty good game for him coming off of a major injury and hasn't played all year. So here's an interview with him after the game. Let's see what he has to say.
There.
Felt like a kid on Christmas. It's been a long journey. I've said it plenty of times. I don't want to keep, going over the same story, but this was probably one of the best days of my life, just being out there on the floor again, playing the game that I love. My teammates were great. They supported me through this entire process. The organization that supported me through this entire process. They made it easy and smooth for me as much as they could. They understood the struggles that I went through on the daily. And like I said, they just made it as smooth and as easy as possible. So, I thank them. And like I said, it's one of the best days of my life.
DeMarcus, can you take us through what your emotions were like after that dunk and then seeing how the bench reacted?
I'm just glad to know I can still dunk. But it felt good. I never in a million years would have thought that would have been my first basket, playing ball again. But, I liked how it happened, and I wouldn't have changed it. I like that.
Hey, DeMarcus.
Yeah, so for anybody that didn't see, it was a pretty good, strong dunk that he had. Definitely the way that you want to come in and set the tone for your fresh start with the new team. It was a pretty good dunk. It looked pretty good.
Over here. Was it any more different or emotional leading up to this game because of the significance of it and how long you've been out?
It was. I was extremely nervous. I was texting my family and friends kind of before the game. I talked to my brother. I talked to my sister, my older sister as well, and I was just telling them how nervous I was. And they're like, "Man, you've been doing this your whole life. Like, it's kind of like riding a bike. Once you learn, you kind of never forget." But I was nervous all the way up until, and stomach was tight, butterflies, BGs, whatever you want to call it. And but once the ball went up, everything kind of went out the window, and it all felt familiar.
You surprised how open you were from three? It seemed like all your threes were.
Yeah, man. I wonder what the scouting report is on me right now.
So he was probably wide open because the Clippers are probably thinking that this guy is probably rusty because he hasn't played in a while, which he probably was. But even though he's a decent three-point shooter, they're just, common sense says he's probably going to be rusty. Let's probably not go out there and contest it. And he came through. He came through, though.
I can't shoot, but, I'll take it. They made my night a little easy. So I'm not mad at it.
DeMarcus, speaking of the shooting, is this as good as you've ever felt as a three-point shooter in your career?
I can't determine that off of one game.
That's a pretty stupid question. Like you said, off of one game, it doesn't matter if he's doesn't miss a shot from three-point range. But, why would you ask him, is this as good as he's ever felt? He just came back. This is only one game. So I don't know what type of question that is.
I'm a pretty confident shooter when it comes to, shooting the long ball, but I can't determine that off one game. But it felt good tonight.
How is it to play without double teams when you're in a single coverage?
This is a first, like in my entire basketball career. So I definitely can get used to this.
DeMarcus, how did it feel just to get your rhythm back? At what point did you feel like your rhythm was coming back? You started to get your touches?
Honestly, I still don't really feel like my rhythm is where I want it. Every time I kind of touch the ball, I felt like I was about to travel or kind of trip over my feet. So I would kind of, catch it and just kind of take my time and then make my decision. But we kind of went on a run. I'm not even sure what part of the game it was, but we kind of went on a run and. Coach came to me and was like, "You got 4 fouls right now," and I was like, "I feel great right now." So he kind of, and at that point, I was really into the game and I was feeling my rhythm. It was kind of coming back for me, and but he was asking me, like, I can either take you out or leave you in. But I was like, Coach, just, do what you got to do. So.
How strange was it to kind of be, everything was kind of centered on you tonight. You're getting standing O's when you're walking off after getting fouled out, stuff like that.
Man, probably the fakest love I ever received in my life.
I wouldn't call it fake love. I would say that the Golden State Warriors are happy to have you, happy to have a power center in there that can take care of business. And if they call it fake, I don't know about that. I would embrace whatever type of happiness I could have coming my way. Because the crowds can turn on you very, very quick.
I'm gonna just keep it a bean. I honestly don't see how guys like Steph and Kate do it on the daily, where it's just cameras around them all day. I don't like it at all. So
you better get used to it, buddy. Especially if you win a championship, you better get used to having those cameras be in your face.
Hopefully, this is the last day of this.
DeMarcus, what did it mean for you to see Draymond Green go to bat for you in that second quarter after that no call, and then end up getting teed up by that ref?
You sure it was just him? You sure it was him going to bat for me? I think Draymond was arguing the call earlier for himself. No, I'm kidding. But
so Draymond, Mr. Draymond. So I'm kind of wondering in the back of my mind, how long is it going to take between Draymond and DeMarcus to get into a little scuffle? I mean, they both have strong personalities. We know Draymond definitely has some strong personality. So I wonder how long it's going to take for one of them to pop off on the other. That'll be very interesting to see. And would they be able to, play on the court and leave whatever problems they have with each other, just be able to play the game, unlike what KD and Draymond were able to do? Will they be able to separate and just win and don't worry about the personal shit? Just go out there and play and get rings? Can they do that? So I hope it doesn't happen, but I can see with Draymond's personality, something to happen. He runs his mouth and, here comes the old, we were winning without you. We don't need you. So it'll be interesting to see.
No, it's a great group of guys, man. You can tell they all fight for one another. There's nothing but love in the room. Like I said, they've been great since I walked in, so I'm not surprised at all.
So overall, I'm happy DeMarcus Cousins is on the West Coast. He's playing with the Golden State, the defending champions. I'm happy he's healed up, because an injury like he had, ACL tear, is just, absolutely out of control and hard to come back from. So I'm happy for him in that standpoint of view, and I'm happy that he's back playing and he's with a good team, and he started out very well with the good night, 14 points, so I'm just happy he's okay. I guess that wraps it up.